The Toa have defeated the evil Skull Grinder. Beneath the ancient city, the protectors discover 6 elemental creatures. Umarak the Hunter is attempting to trap these creatures. The Toa must gain new powers in order to unite with the creatures and defeat Umarak. This is Bionicle Week 3, United for Battle. Day 3, Onua, Uniter of Earth, and Terak, Creature of Earth. Hello, this is Sanat here, and welcome back to Bionicle Week 3, United for Battle. Today I'll be taking a look at Onua, Uniter of Earth, and Terak, Creature of Earth. These two sets are sold individually, and one retails for $9.99, and one retails for $19.99 USD. So, overall, we are getting back to the normal setup for Toa and Creature, as opposed to yesterday, where they were in a 2-pack. Everything's separate again. Really cool packaging overall. I still love that the Toa is following up on the Creature, and the Creature is following up on the Toa. Really neat packaging overall. And I do like this whole diagram of Creature, Toa, United. Really cool packaging overall, very similar to Tahu's. Without further ado, let's take a look at Terak, Creature of Earth. So here we have set number 71304, Terak, Creature of Earth, who is actually the hardest one to get for me. I went in on release day for Bionicle 2016, and I found every set except for Terak. Really weird. I had to order them off Amazon, but yeah, it was kind of odd. Toys R Us had everybody but him. So without further ado, let's take a look. Now, Melum did not include a trap because he was packed with Kopaka, but Terak does. Very basic type trap, similar to the one that came with Eker. And you can see that is the standard trap setup of 2 claws plus a little eyeball. This time we have a different look to him, as he's got little drills for legs. So it can either be set up in full trap mode here, it can be closed up completely, and just have this whole thing going here where it's like really angry looking, or you can have it kind of open and it can, you know, trap onto the creature. Overall, it's a really neat addition. I think it does bulk up the creature sets quite well, parts count wise and playability wise. So really neat overall, but that's pretty much it. So, taking a look at Terak himself, instant comparisons will be drawn to another set, namely Melum, Creature of Ice. And that is because they are very similar builds. As you can see, same open ball joints here. You can see the arms are actually positioned differently, as the arms for Terak swing up. Spoilers, it's his function. The arms for Terak swing up, while the arms for Melum swing forward. And Melum has a horn, while Terak has ears. And Melum has 2 claws, while Terak has 4. Terak also has thorns down on his legs, but you can see larger legs, but overall their main body shape is similar, so there is that. But they are different in a lot of ways. So overall, really like Terak. I think he might be my favorite of the creatures, which ironically Korgot was my favorite protector, so Earth for the win, I guess. He's really neat overall. Articulation-wise, just to get it out of the way, ball jointed there. The hand joint, all 4 claws move. The hips and the ankle knees. Plus the double joint head and the horns move back here. Really cool overall. The headpiece is now in gold and purple. And I don't think this guy has any other new parts. I think, aside from these, which are used for everybody, they actually are clear up here instead of purple, which surprised me. But other than that, he is pretty much the same batch of parts. Like I said, his function requires his arms to fly back like this, which actually works for his combination as well. I do like leaving them forward. I kind of like his neck extended. Kind of like him looking like a digger creature, almost like he's digging in the earth, which really fits him well, I think. I do like the addition of the armor up on his arms. Melum did not have that, so it made him look a little bit incomplete almost. But really cool. I think this is probably, yeah, I'm going to say it's my favorite of the creatures. He just looks the most complete, he's the most playable, he's the most fun. Here we have set number 71309, Onua, Uniter of Earth. This is the new Toa Onua for the year, and honestly looks really, really cool. Much like the other Toa, he's very slim, which is really nice to see. And he actually has a really involved weapon piece. It's supposed to be, from the instructions, it is supposed to be connected like this. First of all, really cool that we got a Toa to actually dual-wield a weapon. Several of them, actually. While in 2015 we could not get any of that officially. But as you can see, looks very nice overall. Really giant weapon, but for the sake of the review at the moment, I'm separating his hands. Of course, we have the detail everyone likes, the Nuva symbols, which you can see there is, let's see, it's right there on his head, and it's right there on his chest, and of course, for reference, here is the original Onua and Nuva symbol. So, there you go. I do like pointing that out. It is an interesting detail. I wonder why it's there. If just for a visual callback, why is it all over the packaging? Kind of interesting. Anyways, as you can see, he is quite tall as he keeps coming out of camera frame. The new Mask of Earth is really nice looking. I think it probably is one of my favorite new masks they have released for 2016 so far. I do think it looks quite sharp. Speaking of quite sharp, this guy does have the bone pieces that were first used with the Skull villains as shoulder pads, which is really neat. He's got giant feet, which really help because this guy is probably one of the most stable because of his giant feet. And of course, he has the new chest plate. He has the same armor pieces that are on Terak. And he, of course, has an ammo clip over here. And you're probably wondering, why does he have an ammo clip like Kopaka when he's carrying around a giant drill? Well, that is where things get interesting, as the giant drill here flips around to reveal a 6-shooter, and as you turn the drill, it fires off the little stud bullets. Really, really cool. I love the idea of he's got a drill here, so he can like hit things with the drill, or he can flip it around and now he's got a ranged weapon, which is a really cool concept, and kind of wish more of the Toa did that. And speaking of his weaponry, neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, ankles, waist. That is their articulation, standard for the line. It's also interesting, these two bits here, which kind of fill out his whole chest plate, and I really do like that little detail. It's something the $20 Toa have that the $15 Toa don't. But let's connect up his weapon and demonstrate his functionality here, which works really good because he's got this giant swinging drill that he can just kind of swing across and hit things with, which is really cool overall. Like the drill, it's a natural evolution of his original claws, as well as a natural evolution of his drill swords that he had when he was a Toa Nuva all the way back in 2002. Really cool overall. Now, of course, he is an upgrade of 2015 Onua Master of Earth. The height difference between these two is much more significant than, say, Tahu or Kopaka, because Onua was naturally shorter. Now, Onua has lost some of his bulk. He is still quite bulky. He's the bulkiest of the new Toa, but he does not have that huge, broad-shouldered look that Onua Master of Earth had, which may, upset some people that may have liked the fact that he was so different stature-wise, but he does fit a team of Toa better now as a uniter. So, as you can see, color scheme is very similar, but instead of having the solid purple, we now have trans purple, which I think just looks a lot cooler than the standard colors. Overall, really, really cool. This is the most drastic mask change, I think. It's very slim over here while it's very big over here. But then, again, that was the same thing when you went from Onua to Onua Nuva. So, really cool overall. Naturally, we have one more accessory for this Uniter of Earth Onua, and that, of course, is the gold Mask of Earth Uniter version. And you can see swapping it out, and looks really cool. He does look like he's more at home with the gold mask because it is gold and purple, and he is gold and purple, so really cool. I do like how this mask matches the chest plate and the arms and the weapon, while that mask matches everything else. So both masks look good, as opposed to, say, some past 2015 sets where you had to have one mask or the other for it to look really good. But now, let's look at his combination. So all I gotta do is take Terak, unite him with Onua, and now we have a wicked cool combination with a neat functionality. Very similar to Kopaka and Melloom, I must say. They pretty much are the same kind of backpack idea. But that happens again with a couple other Toa. Certainly not a one-off instance. Of course, you can tuck the legs back here, and you can see, looks just fantastic. And like Tahu, or Kopaka, I just didn't show this, you could have the helmet off if you don't like the helmet on. The Toa really look most complete when they have the creatures united with them. These feel like combinations that were made as combinations first and split up into two sets, as opposed to the other way around. Really cool, really nice look overall. You know, matching armor plates is really cool. Matching color schemes, matching the mask color even, is really nice. Overall, really cool. And of course, you can swing him around without having to worry about the, geared function getting in the way. And like I said, he is the most balanced of the Toa because he has these gigantic feet. These gigantic feet really help him stabilize when he's got a giant, he's got a creature on his back. And Terak is one of the heavier creatures, so it does work out really nicely. I think this is probably the most solid of all the combinations. But that's pretty much it for Onua, Uniter of Earth, and Terak, Creature of Earth. And overall, I gotta recommend these two quite a bit. While Tahu is nice, out of the two $20 Toa, I think Onua's nicer. He's got a lot more play function. Tahu, yes, has two weapons that become one. Onua has a drill that becomes a gun. That doesn't really happen very often. Plus, Terak is a very nice creature and one of the most playable, in addition to be able to combine with Onua. Really cool to see these two, and they both have really good selling points on their own. Really impressed with these two sets, and would highly recommend them to any Bionicle fan, or anyone wanting to pick up cool sets. If you like the way these guys look, you'll probably like the way that they build and play. That is all for today on Bionicle Week 3 United for Battle. Tomorrow we'll be taking a look at another Toa. We'll be going to the smaller price point with Gali, Uniter of Water, and Akita, Creature of Water. So stay tuned for that, and until next time, this is Santa saying goodbye.